I love this title.
Last time you both murdered the hag that saved Arch. No, actually didn't save Archie. It just saved all of the other families and friends of founders of Lorenz.
Oh no! You're
I'm gonna
right,
bring
James.
back
How
the
could
song.
I have killed someone who saved Lorenz, my favorite place in the world?
What was that, right?
It's fine. We're gonna bring her back.
Also, counter-argument, you try to roofie us.
And threatened to snitch on us. And
Honestly,
you know what they
that's
say about
the...
snitches.
Yeah, they
I'm
get
just
stitches,
saying,
not they get buried.
listen, all I'm saying is, as soon as she was alone with us, she tried to roofie us. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty sus to me.
Right. So picking up where we left off, what would you like to do?
Oh, we gotta figure out a way to get out of this place. I'm assuming we still want to do the thing, right?
What to what?
The book?
Yeah, we have to do that.
Alright.
So we're still in town, right?
Yep. You've got a week. You've still got 3 more days worth of rent.
Alright. Well, has anyone taken over the shop yet? I probably check several times a day.
It is still currently closed.
Alright. Is there anyone, like, guarding it or anything?
Not really. It's just locked and the sign says closed. There's guards occasionally patrolling, but it's not specifically for this building.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have a hard time fitting in then.
Could always kill some randoms and steal their
No.
clothes.
I'm
Is there
sorry,
any
say that again?
clotheslines?
Hold on, that sounds like a good plan. We should hear more about it.
No. You didn't hear anything. Is there any clotheslines around? With peasant-y outfits on them?
Peasant-y. One of Valaki, ruled by Count Strahd von Zarovic, the ancient villain, Lana Dargova. Pretty map. Did you make this?
Nope. This is straight from the book.
Cool. But not the modern book, right? It's the old one.
3.5.
Yeah, those modules were so much better. The towns actually made sense.
Well, hmm. Should
While you're
we...
thinking, James, is there anywhere I might be able to procure a map?
Would you like to go to try and procure one?
A guard to ask him where I might buy a map.
You want to buy a map?
Yeah. Mine was,
You had a map?
I had one my
Your own
friend
personal?
drew.
Did you
Sorry,
make it
what?
yourself?
I tried, based on what people were telling me on the roads.
Oh. Well, if you're quite good at making maps, we can show you the town map.
James, did I have cartography? I don't think so, right? There
No, you do
should.
not. I remember this being an issue last session when you were going to make a map to track where you'd be.
No, it's okay. Nah, she'll be so mad at me. Thank you.
Alright. Best of luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Do you need directions?
No, I just feel safer when
Alright.
Did they figure out what happened to the shop?
Yeah, we've got a fairly decent idea of what happened.
I hope it's okay. Someone joined. Why is Neptune here?
I got bored.
I think you're in the wrong channel.
We're
wait.
live right now. Oopsie daisy.
Can you imagine Pluto just popped into existence?
Hey guys, I was bored.
I was like, oh, Vecna found someone else as well.
Oh,
Sorry, Pluto, not poking
Sorry.
any fun at you. It's just a circumstance. It was quite amusing. Alright. So, what's the plan? You
well,
still from the poor?
No.
I'm
I'm going
have
to-
go on.
No, go ahead.
Alright, James, since I do have paper because I have a spell book, I'm gonna use, like, one of the pages, the first page preferably, is gonna be where I draw a vague sketch of, the city, very vague. Like, general shapes walking around. And I'd like
Cartographer's
to...
check.
Chiz?
Dexterity, wisdom.
Oh, cool. Actually decent. With those rolls.
9 and
Lucky
18,
did-
not bad.
Disadvantage, I suppose, because I'm not proficient?
Because you don't have the tools.
Ah, yeah. I'm just using a pencil.
Yeah. Okay, you've got rectangles, you've got squares, and you've got a couple circles.
Yeah, that checks out. I'd like to know if there's a specific area where the nobles and the vampires tend to live.
There's several noble houses. And you're asking about this?
Mm-hmm.
There's several noble houses, there's a haunted house,
There's a haunted house.
Yes.
Is that normal?
There's a church. I always figured if Nathan came here, he was going to set up a branch of the Church of Death.
No, we should do that, but instead of days, it's gonna be the Church of Torthak and Vulpes. You know, that one? It seemed to be a hit with vampires.
Beats Strahd with fire versus fire.
Yeah! Out vampire Strahd go.
Alright.
Okay. I don't want to. Oh, awesome. I want to ask one of the guards, which of the roads leads to where?
Alright. They tell you that one of them leads to Barovia, which is one of the states, and
Okay.
that is towards where Castle Ravenloft and what is the name of that town? Rez, I believe.
See.
Village of Barovia.
I will write that down a little map.
Alright.
The others? Two more.
One leads to the lake, and the other leads to the way that you came. That goes out to the city of Corez.
Which is
Sorry, what's that?
where we came.
Yes.
Down?
There isn't a great deal of locations down.
No cities? Nothing?
None worth noting.
Worth noting.
There is technically a noble home south, but well, you're not exactly invited there.
Yeah. Should probably avoid Castle Raven. Thank you.
Best of luck.
I will need it.
They hold out their hand for a tip.
I give them
What do you give them?
silver.
How much?
Silver.
Thank you. They go on their
No
way.
problem. Go find Rail. Suppose Leah.
Meanwhile,
Or two.
Leah, what are you doing?
um, I would like to find maybe someone hanging clothes or like a clothesline or something like that that might have things that would fit us on.
There are clotheslines, and most clothes are baggy enough that they would fit you all.
All right. And I'm going to go up to whichever house is like next to it and knock on the door.
Alright. After about a minute, someone comes to the door. Hello?
Hello. I do apologize for the intrusion, but I was wondering if you have any spare clothes that I could purchase. As you're probably aware, the current clothes shop is closed for the moment. And these clothes don't suit traveling as well as I would have hoped.
Are you some kind of noble?
Not exactly. more of an adventurer.
In those clothes.
It was not the most practical decision.
They closed the door.
On her face?
As quickly as possible.
Oh, they think you killed a noble!
I hope not.
Rip. Big rip.
Sorry for bothering you. And I'll try and find somewhere else.
Okay. About an hour later, you find somewhere else.
I will try again.
Hello? Are you
Hello.
lost?
No. I was wondering if you have any spare clothes that I could purchase.
They
As
look
you
up
may
and
know,
down.
these clothes aren't as suited for traveling as I would have hoped. And the current clothes shop is, as you know, or as you likely know, out of service at the moment.
Fair enough. I'll see what I've got. It's going to be a bit
Thank you.
expensive, though, since the place isn't open.
That is to be expected.
Alright. They go in, bring out a couple sets of clothes. 2 to be exact. There should be 2 sets for you.
Wonderful. How much?
Hmm. 2 gold.
Alright. I hand them 2 gold.
And they're probably shocked that flew.
They're now convinced your nobility.
Yep.
Listen, I came knocking on their door begging for their clothes. I'm gonna pay
Yeah,
them what
because
they
you
ask.
were dressed like a noble and you're standing out like a sore thumb.
Yep. Thank you. I'm very grateful.
No problem.
No problem,
And
just don't bite me.
I'll head back to Vulpes.
Alright.
I have
Oh,
acquired
you
clothing.
each gain a theme.
Huh.
1, 2, 3. And 3 5 DM questions.
Huh?
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1 theme each, and 4 and 2 DM questions each.
Thank you.
Thank you. 4 DM questions?
2 each.
Okay, 2 each and a theme?
Yep.
Okay, James, how long has it been since the battle with the hag?
14 days.
14 days, okay. Check.
Any change in our magic?
Not yet.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm calculating. I have to check how many short rests we got. I was sleeping like 1.5 days, 1.5 long rests per day. Right, James? Because I was sleeping.
Correct.
Do sorcerers recover anything per short rest?
No.
At this level, sorcery points.
No,
So
yeah, sorcery points.
I'm full on those, but that's it.
Yeah, but we can
No
burn
spell
those
point.
to make spells.
Oh, right, you're
That
level
is
20.
a good point.
Yep, we're both level 20.
So Leo is full on spell point.
Okay, might be.
Wait, on spell points?
Yes, converting your sorcery points to spell points before every long rest. Oh, short rest, sorry.
Okay.
I think I might be as well. Because of Arcane Recovery.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, I think I'm for. Should be fine. But I should. Yeah, we. Let me check.
Zero, you should gain 5 spell points back every short rest.
Okay.
I'm not quite full. I'm on. I calculated how much I'm on right now.
1.
Alright.
So I was gaining 5 spell points because of the Arcane Recovery, you mean?
Yep.
I don't think that. Arcane Recovery give me a level of spell slots combined that's equal to up to 6. So let's say a slot of 6 level. That's how many spell points recovered? But as per the table, that should be like.
I believe a 6th level spell is 8 points.
Yep, I should be gaining 8 points, and if I recover all my sorcery points, 32. And those are transformed into spells. Be what? 11, 12 spell points per day? What's the rate of spell point of spell sorcery point per spell to spell point conversion?
1-to-1.
1 to 1?
Yep.
40. I should be full.
Alright.
Because it's 6. Yep. Should be.
Alright. So, Leah, you've successfully bought commoner clothes.
Look at that. We can stand out slightly less now.
Yep. I give one outfit to Vulpes, and then immediately head out and look for odd jobs.
Just like that, huh?
Yep. I'm gonna try and get us a little bit more money before we head out.
As a
And
noble?
while I'm
Well, as... Which outfit are you wearing when you're asking?
commoner outfit, I'm looking
Okay.
for odd jobs.
Can you make clothes?
I'm just looking for anything that I can kind of help out with for a couple coins. And while I'm doing that, listening for information.
Right, James. What kind of commoner clothes are these?
Standard quality.
Okay. No
Quite
specific design.
baggy.
All right.
Alright. I do believe the correct shade.
What?
Arcane recovery is once per day. Leah, can you roll me 1d6?
All right.
Yeah, I can recover as once per day.
3. Chopping down file.
Okay.
They'll pay you a gold a day.
Nice.
All right. So do you go out to the forest?
Yep. Keeping my eye out because I don't want to get caught by undead or anything else.
Yep. Goes by mostly uneventful. There's a few ravens in the sky.
Did they look weird?
Not in particular.
Suppose it's expected. Ravenloft. Raven.
All right, Philippus, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, after putting on the clothes that Rail gave me, I'm gonna ask Leah what.
You're
I'm
gonna ask
assuming.
what, sorry?
What's her plan? Also, James, the commoner clothes. Do they have any hoods?
Cloaks, yes.
Cloak. I can put up a hood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fox your stuff. So we need to figure out what we need.
Sorry, you're cutting out really bad. What was
Oh,
that?
that's strange. Okay, hold on. Let me check if this is better. Tell me if this is working or if it's cutting out still.
That's good.
We need to figure out what do we do to get the goal. First off, in the tavern, did I ever hear anyone talking about God?
No,
People tend to avoid mentioning him, or is it just irrelevant?
they don't mention the nobility.
Any reason why?
Not that you've been able to pick up on.
Huh. Okay. Whatever the case, we should probably. Otherwise, we're gonna end up regretting it. It sure is if we just walk around asking. Eventually, we're pissed off. So, we gotta be careful of that.
Uh, I can only hear like half of what you're saying, so I'm not really
Wow,
sure.
that's strange. Am I cutting out, or am I just speaking low?
Speaking low mostly.
Yeah, okay. Let me see if. Hold on. This should be better. Maybe? Is this okay? Can you say
Yep.
something, please?
Okay.
Okay, doesn't seem like it's gonna catch any echo. Alrighty then. So yeah, if we just walk around asking people around Strahd, we're gonna get absolutely fucking destroyed at some point.
I agree.
Someone's gonna get offended or something. But we do need to discover more about the whole situation. We know about the coffin now.
Indeed. Perhaps if there's a town closer under his reign,
Oh, I did
maybe
hear
nearer
about
to
a
the castle,
city
there
named
would be more
Barovia that
frequent
way.
news.
I'm just not sure if it's the best idea to go to that near in the city like immediately. I think we should give it some time.
There. Did you say Barovia?
Yes, there's a city named Barovia.
I believe I was nearly there before.
Huh. So now the question becomes, how long do we want to spend here? There's some stuff I'd like to check out.
Alright.
Do you want to
We
come
don't
with,
need.
or?
Sure, if I would help along. I don't want to rush
Sure.
into it either, so we can take our time to prepare properly.
They nod. You probably notice they also just don't want to be alone.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna go with Leah to the church.
Alright.
Leah, they take by the wrist.
You come over to a abandoned building. The church appears to have been closed down some time ago. The doors are boarded up.
I see. Is there anything written around?
Not really.
I see. Strange. Now, as we approach, does anyone say anything?
No.
Right. Can I tell if there's any sacred symbols or something that I can use to recognize what god was worshipped here?
They appear to have been destroyed on the inside if you're peering through the windows.
I am. Strange. Are there gods nearby? You think you should ask them about this, Leah?
I'm sorry, what?
You think it's safe to ask the guards about what happened to the church?
Oh, guards. I thought you said gods. I was like,
Yes.
wait, what?
I kneel and pray. No.
Oops.
Not again.
You're so casually hanging out with so many gods recently. Alright.
I mean, I don't think I don't think you want the answer to that question.
Well, we do fit in a little bit better now, so it might not be too harmful.
Okay.
We are travelers, so we can just say that.
Yeah.
If anybody asks.
Okay. James, as soon as a guard walks by, I'd like to call their attention.
Alright, you get their attention and they come over.
Excuse me, sir, or ma'am. I don't know. What's your gender?
I'm a sir.
Okay. What happened to the church? What is this place?
And this place has been closed down for generations.
Why? I mean, I'm just curious.
I heard the god abandoned them.
Oh, terrible. What god was that?
Beats me.
Oh. I don't suppose we could go in and take a look, right?
You need to speak to the owner.
Which is?
Argenvost.
Say that again, please?
Argenvost.
I see. Are they a noble?
Yes, they are.
Do they live in town?
No, they don't.
Oh, where do they live?
A few hours away, if I'm not mistaken.
Down south?
Western and south.
I see. Might be something to look into. Thank you. Have they always owned this place, or did they just buy it off of someone?
They bought it when it stopped being able to pay for itself.
And who owned it before?
Cleric, I think.
You know what happened to them?
Probably ran out of money, had to sell it, or they died. Anyway, it was before my time.
I see. I'm sorry for all the questions. I'm just curious.
No problem. I just don't have the answers you're after.
I know. Thank you.
Why the interest in a church?
I've never really seen a place like this. It's so ruined.
Fair enough.
Thought there might be a story, you know? Some kind of dramatic reveal or something. Huh. There got a man in them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hey, there's a haunted house in town?
Yeah, that place has been a problem for a couple
What's
generations
that
now.
about?
Every time we think we fixed it, it comes back slightly worse than before. We've
Really?
stopped even trying to send people there to deal with it.
Huh. Think we should take a look?
You're welcome to, but it's probably going to be more hassle than it's worth.
Okay. I'll try not to cause you guys any problem. Thank you. You've been very kind.
No problem. They go back off to patrol.
Okay, I'll look to Leah. So, what do you think? Not really our problem, but
Is it actually making their lives worse here?
well, the guy said it's been a problem for a while. Not sure.
Well, I'm not sure. I have felt some of my magic slowly coming back, but
Yeah,
if
so
we do
have I.
this, it might delay our journey to Barovia even further.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too. I just don't want to tackle something that I don't know what's gonna happen. I suppose I don't really feel prepared to. Like, they pause. Like, even if we manage to just get in, get the thing, get out, what then? Because the lady died, so we don't really have a,
Make me a history check.
Okay, give me a second, please.
Alright. Right, wizard. Vecna did say that he would do his best to get you out of there. Once you
Yeah,
actually had the book.
but did he tell us how to tell him we had the book?
The mirror.
That
You cut out the
we don't
frag.
know.
You cut out the fragment so that you guys could try that.
Yep. Okay, so perhaps after we take him, when we take them in the book, we can use him in the mirror to get out. Okay, that's something at least. I'm assuming that the commoners' clothes are here usually like gray.
Gray and browns.
All right.
No one is wearing white.
No one at all ever.
No one at all.
Is there like a stigma around white here?
It's just a pain to clean.
What, of blood?
Sure.
Okay. I guess. Oh, man, it's difficult. Oh man. Right. Okay. Also this weird question, but do we know where Strahd's children used to usually stay?
No, you do not.
Oh, look at Commoner Leah.
All I'm seeing is half of Rail's outfit.
Hey, listen. I have style preference, okay?
Fair enough.
Fairly sure those are the exact same colors too.
They are parts of them. But there's no blue and gold, except for the glasses.
There's no blue and gold, except where there's blue and gold.
Well, there's no blue anywhere. Just the glasses are gold. Which, yes, it is painful to not use blue.
So, Leah, are you going to go do the woodwork for the day?
Yep.
Alright. Bulbus, what are you doing while they're going to go do that?
Before that, let me just finish my own hero forge. I made my own also, although I'm gonna say it looks a bit of like, I'm not sure if it looks more or less conspicuous than Leah's. But yeah, they're gonna do what? Sorry.
They're going to go cut down trees for 8 hours.
All right. Is there any job that I can find around town that requires
Roll
intelligence?
1d6.
Three.
Roll again.
Six.
The nobles could use a hand.
Okay, I'll work for them.
Alright, they need a scribe.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
I'm good at that.
Oh, maybe you'll get some info.
God, I hope so.
Alright. So you'll be spending the day copying letters.
Okay.
Looks like the nobles here are currently getting ready to go to a ball.
I don't assume that's my place to ask about, so I'm not going to.
No, but this is just stuff that you're reading about as you're reading the actual invitation letters.
But I will keep an ear out to see if anyone says anything about it.
The letters
Also,
are written in
there's
blood.
Unless there's a commoner outfit.
Nice.
I'm not sure if I stand out more or less than you do.
I think just differently. It looks like
Yeah.
it would probably fit in.
Do I stand out too much, James?
Not majorly.
Cool.
I mean, we did get these directly from
Yeah, exactly.
other people, so
I just said you have 10 skin, I have a tail.
Alright.
I also have wings and a tail, but they're currently hidden.
Yeah, I don't have that benefit. I just put my ears on my hood.
You'll make
And the
5
tail.
silver from doing this fade hours.
5 silver?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they don't pay too well. Oh, that's okay. The letters are written in blood, and do I try and scrap them in blood or in ink?
You're scrapping them in ink.
Okay. Right. I'd like to make my handwriting look neat. I'm really good at making scrolls, so I don't think that's hard.
Yep. You'll be making a writing check.
Which
Wisdom
is?
and dexterity, and I believe there's a tool proficiency for it, but you don't have it. However, you do currently have the tool, so you don't have disadvantage.
Okay, hold on. I might not have the tool proficiency, but I do have, you know.
You currently have calligrapher's tool, so
Yeah, but no, what I mean is that I am proficient in, grabbing scrolls. So I'm at least a little good at writing, and I've done that a lot. This is my, like, 4th spellbook.
you know how to format your math quite well. And your arcane symbols.
Right, dexterity.
However, does the comment go there or there?
Can I lucky point?
Alright.
Thank you. I gotta lucky the wisdom check. 18. Cool.
Alright.
15 and 18. Alright, is that good?
It's not. Wait, why is it with advantage?
It's not. I used the lucky point. 15, 18,
Yeah.
and I don't have
Oh,
disadvantage.
15, 18, yep. That's correct. Note down that you've permanently used up a luck point. At least
Yep,
until you leave
permanently?
Ravenloft.
Okay, cool. One last luck point. Cool, interesting. I didn't know that, but I think this is a good place to learn it. Done?
Alright. You're paid the 5 silver. Leah, you're paid the gold. And then due to sleep for the night.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Alright. Day 18. What would you like to do?
Hold on. What would I like to do? I like. What did I find out about this ball?
It is being hosted by Strahd's children
I see. When?
at Castle Ravenloft. Apparently, there's been one per month for the past what could be 30 years or so.
One a month. So it's not a major event, right?
Well, the nobles look forward to it every month.
I see.
Their attendance is expected.
Ah, I see.
That one noble who's a month's travel away. Rats, not again.
Everywhere in the land can be traveled to in 3 days if you move at normal speed.
Oh, fair enough.
A question I have is, are all nobles vampires?
You do not know.
Yeah, but are all nobles I've seen vampires?
Most of them.
But not all.
Some you just can't tell.
Are there none I can tell are not vampires?
So far, no.
Interesting. Do the vampires have more necromancy magic on them?
Some have it, some lack it altogether.
I see. Interesting. I'm gonna tell Rail about the ball. Leah, there's gonna be a ball apparently. Every month.
Oh?
Yep.
Do you think that could be an opportunity or perhaps a time that we should avoid?
Well, I'm not sure. On one hand, the security is gonna be probably a bit laxer on who can enter the castle, so it's a good way to get in. On the other hand, I doubt they don't expect people to try and do that, and we know for a fact that all of Strahd's children are gonna be in the castle, so, you know, if we get caught, we're fucked.
Indeed. I would think with a lot of nobles around, security might actually be more strict everywhere except the front gate.
Exactly.
But even there, they would be checking everyone, I would assume at least.
Precisely. It's a trade-off. We'd probably get in easier, but everything else.
If only it was somewhere else, then Strahd's children would have been distracted
Yes.
away from there.
Alas, I can't really do anything about it.
Indeed.
James, did I get a list of every city in the hold? Could I have acquired such a thing?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the cities? I'll let you go my little rough sketch of this of the hold.
There is the village of Barovia.
Okay.
There is the city of Valaki.
Which is where we are.
There is the city of Kriz.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there was one more. And there's a small town right outside the Amber Temple.
The what temple?
Amber Temple.
What is that? Is it a church?
Some place where people bury their dead.
Huh. Of these cities, what's the best to acquire resources? What's the city with the most active economy, I suppose I should ask.
Heck's an economy.
Sorry, what?
What's an economy?
Buy and sell stuff.
Brez? No, Barovia.
Because
Brez
it's
is
so close to the
ruined.
castle. Kraz is ruined?
Yeah.
Why?
That was a noble dispute.
What happened then?
One of Strahd's children, he destroyed it.
The entire city?
Mm-hmm.
God. Huh.
As it's his right.
Of course, but still. An entire city, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Incredible power.
Power of nobility.
They're incredible, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Right. Anything else I can do for you?
No, thank you. I'm just. Lots have changed since I left my house, huh? Golly. Thank you.
Right. They leave quickly.
I go to Leah.
Alright.
I will tell you all I found out. There's some weird church called the Amber Temple. There's a city right outside it. There's the city of Valaki where we are. There's the village of Barovia. There was a city called Krat. But apparently, one of Strahd's children just decimated it.
Oh.
A noble dispute or something. You wanna go check it out?
I suppose we could learn something about their abilities through it. If you
Yep.
think it's a good
I also,
idea, then sure.
I think we should. I was thinking on it. I think we should avoid going into the castle
You've
until after the
you've
ball.
been to the destroyed location.
No, we've been. We have.
Yes, it's where the hag was.
Wait, that was Kresk?
No, that was Brez. That was the one that was destroyed.
Sorry, say that again.
Brez was the one that was destroyed.
Oh, that's where the hag built her house.
Yes, outside of the town.
Ah.
Do we ever explore the ruins?
Yes, she went in, found the tadpoles, ignored the tadpoles.
Yep, as we should. Right. Oh, that's something. So maybe we should visit the city outside the Amber Temple. We have to
I
decide, but I
suppose.
think we should either go after the castle before or after the ball, not during. Or not too close to it.
I agree.
Okay.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Yep. I think we're gonna leave the town and go to this city outside the Amber Temple.
Town. Alright. So that area is towards the direction that you came from.
That's okay.
All right. You both in agreement to this?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
All right. Then do you set out?
Yep. Actually, before that, we should buy some rations. We buy some rations and then set out.
All right. Each ration is a silver.
Cool. We got five gold each, right? From the
What?
sale. You sold the thing for 22, the armor for 22 gold, correct?
Yeah.
So I each got 11.
Yeah.
Okay, I burned one to make 5 silver. That got 5 silver. So I should have 11. I can burn 10. 1. Yep.
1 gold is
I
10 silver, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I will get 10 rations then.
All right. All right. And you head
How
out?
many did we
Yep, after directions. Yeah.
How many did we have before?
Rations? I believe you had 50.
Alright. So we've used how many now?
You've used 36 so far.
Alright.
All right. So you going to travel for the full day or just the 8 hours?
Old days give exhaustion, right?
Yeah, let's
Yep.
not.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Unless did we recover exhaustion after one night of sleep?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna risk that then.
I believe Vulpes still has 1 level of exhaustion.
No, I rested.
You haven't long rested.
Do nights of sleep not count?
As long rest? No.
No, but for exhaustion?
No. Requires a long
Huh.
rest to reduce it by 1.
Then yeah, I should still have one.
Taking watches for the night?
Uh-huh, usually. In the tent.
Yep.
All right. Then the next day?
Traveling.
Okay, and the next day? Just going to continue this until you get there?
Yep.
I thought you said everywhere in the area could be reached by 3 days of travel.
In full speed.
Are we not moving
Travel by
full speed?
carriage.
Uh,
Right, James?
So you guys are moving at standard speed, which is 24 miles a day. Carriages at high speed can move, I believe, 56 miles?
Yep.
okay.
So it should take us 6 days, right? Maybe 7.
Well, that's from the castle to everywhere in the area. In the domain.
Yeah, and we're a bit
So I don't think we're
closer
going
than
the
the
whole way
castle, so yeah.
across.
Yeah, let's just keep traveling until we get there.
Alright. So as you pass here, you pass a frozen lake as you're entering winter and low temperature zone.
Frozen land, so like shit ton of the snow and shit. How sudden was this switch?
Over the course of an hour, but quite
I see.
substantial.
Huh, interesting. Let's keep going, I guess. Why not? You doing okay, Leah?
Yeah. My wounds still haven't healed fully, but other than that, I'm alright.
I see. Interesting. Alright, let's keep going.
Alright. Entering the snow forest. Long resting.
Long resting is a
Sorry, short
difficult
resting.
term. Yeah.
That's day 23. Okay. Right. You reach the town outside of the Amber Temple.
Do we see the Amber Temple?
It's off in the distance.
Hmm.
There appears to be about 40, maybe 30 people in this town.
Very, very small town then.
Yep. There is an inn, and there is a morgue. Those are the only places here. What would you like to do?
Well, we should probably go to the inn.
Alright. When you arrive there, this old, very, very old, very, very old lady looks at you and says, "So, who died to bring you here?"
No one. We're travelers.
Why the fuck would you come out here then?
We're travelers.
Yeah, but that's not a good reason to come out here.
There's a city I've not seen. I want to see it.
Fine, but there ain't nothing good out here.
Well, it's an adventure. It's interesting,
Tell
isn't
me,
it?
travelers, how many rooms you want?
I guess one?
Oh, good for you two.
They blink.
That'll be a silver.
I give her a silver.
She hands you the key. Try to
Ooh.
keep it down.
They furrow their eyebrows.
Thank you.
As they walk to the room, Vulpes looks to Leah and murmurs, "I think I missed something very important."
Leah looks
Oh,
kind of
God.
uncomfortable. I'm sure you
Ever
did.
had that feeling you just inadvertently hit something you really shouldn't? Right, I open the door.
Right.
And I guess we have a room now. Cool.
There is one bed.
Ah. There's a spark of realization in Vulpes' eyes. And they wince. Whatever, I'll sleep on the floor.
It's alright, I don't mind.
And this is how you both end up sleeping on the floor.
Is there any, is there a spare blanket anywhere?
The
Like,
bed
if
has
we look at
multiple
any...
blankets because of the temperature.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be gotta be cold as fuck here.
Okay, cool. We can just sleep under separate blankets and both use the bed if you want.
They shrug. They don't mind, but they are very embarrassed by the obvious sign they missed and that I missed in real life until it came up.
Alright.
Alright, so
God
you
damn
sleep
it.
for the night?
Are we tired yet? Did it take the full
It's
8
been a
hours to
day
get
of
here?
traveling.
Yeah, then
Yes.
yeah, probably.
Okay,
Yep.
so the next day.
Cool. Does this place have food?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not gonna die. That's good news.
5 copper a meal.
Sounds fair. So a silver per 2 meals?
Yep.
That's fair.
I've got the next couple.
Alright.
I'll take off the one for now.
So, what would you both like to do now?
Volpa seems thoughtful.
Something on your mind?
Yep. Should probably discuss it on our room.
Alright. How many rations did we use up getting here? Each?
So you bought 10 more. Did you buy that 10 more each?
I took off gold for it.
So that was for 10 more each. You've used 46 out of 70.
Okay. So do you want to actually explore the temple, or is that like super mega creepy? Let's not touch it with 15 with the 15 feet pool. Because both are valid.
Well, if we do look into it, we need to be incredibly careful and try to
Yeah.
avoid using any magic that we can.
I've noticed that, yeah. Which is a bit unfortunate considering we're both very, magic-y people.
Indeed.
Also, I want to show Leah my map of the land. My sketch of the map of the land is a very rough one, but still.
It is better than nothing. Well, I guess unless it points us in the complete wrong direction, but you know.
I don't think it's gonna do that.
Perfect.
So what's the plan?
I guess we can check out the temple and then leave. Are there any smaller cities around that I've heard of?
In this area, no.
So this area is completely desolate aside from the Amber Temple?
Correct.
Do you know who the temple is to?
I have literally no idea. That's why I came here. I wanted to check the church. Because, maybe
I
a
see.
cleric might be good at, vampire stuff, but the church was poof. And then they said something about a temple, and I figured, well, that might be where we find a cleric. Though, but in hindsight, I think whatever clerics we find in here aren't gonna be very friendly, so. Still, I figured it was worth a shot.
Indeed.
Alright. So you get traveling up to the temple?
Not yet. I'd like to spend the day here.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the lady about how what life is around here, what the temple is for, who it's dedicated to.
The temple ain't dedicated to anyone.
No,
No.
thought it was like a church.
No. Just a place we bury the dead. Only the important ones.
Only the important ones.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Can't go storing everyone. Won't fit.
I see. But if it's not a temple to anyone, then why is it a temple? Is it like a monastery for like monks?
No. It's just a place we store the dead.
So more of
I
a
see.
crypt.
So it's like a graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the only person living here?
Closest thing I've got to a permanent resident. Well, me and my son.
Oh, I'm happy you're not alone.
Thank you.
This sounds very lonely.
Yeah, listen here, young lady. I don't swing that way.
They furrow their eyebrows, and then their eyes widen, and their face starts burning red, and they just shake their head. No, I'm just. Oh man,
Best be taking your leave now.
That is not what I meant. I was just asking because I'm a traveler and I want to learn more about the places around. I am not hitting on you, I promise.
They raise an eyebrow.
Listen, I'm a curious person. I'm even trying to make a map, and I show her the map.
God, that's so bad, Volves.
I did not expect this to be taken this way. I'm just trying to make conversation. Leah, help.
Isn't Volpez a guy? Were they mistaken?
No,
Or
not this
oh.
one.
Oh. That changes the context of a few things. I was wondering why it was called Ladies' Night. Or Girls' Night Out.
Okay. Alright.
Leah, help. Please.
I don't know, it seems I'm just as bad.
I seem to be fucking up entirely on accident by trying to make friends help me.
Uh,
I I have many regrets.
well, it still might be worth checking out, shall we?
Yeah, okay, let's check the place with that people. Anything but this.
Thank you, man.
Okay, so you go to the temple?
Anywhere. I'd go to the nearest hole if there wasn't a temple nearby.
Okay. So, as you travel up to the temple,
Before
get-
that though.
okay.
You guess, right?
No, go
Go on.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I was gonna ask something, but it's a dumb question. I don't think I should ask it.
Okay. as you get up to the temple, you can see that there are 6 almost cogs made of solid amber that appear to act as giant locks for the temple.
Um, does there appear to be like an opening mechanism of some kind, or is there a keyhole or something like that?
It appears that you need to move chunks of amber into a specific pattern, and that will unlock the gate.
Well,
That's, I guess.
we've looked at it. Do you want to explore further, or was that enough of a getaway for you?
They bury their head in their hands. I don't know. Let's just what do you think?
Well, if it was something like an abandoned or even an active temple, I would have said we should go inside, but if it's just a crypt, then I don't really see a use in disturbing the dead.
Yeah, it's a bit elaborate for a temple, but I suppose vampires aren't very exactly known for their subtlety.
It may actually be to protect the bodies from becoming vampires.
Ah,
But I'm not
yes.
sure.
The local ruler's number one priority.
Well,
But every day he wakes up and thinks, what can I do to prevent more vampires from being born in my land?
it is a very remote area. Maybe they didn't have a vampire.
Hmm.
Just spitballing.
Yeah.
Do you think we should delve further or head back the way we came?
I don't know. James, can I roll inside? I think
Sure.
we should just leave. I don't like this place. Not I don't know, I feel like there's gonna be like tons of zombies inside or something. We're gonna get fucked. 15. And
Well, this isn't what you came here to do.
yeah.
So you could let yourselves get distracted with this, or you could get back on task.
Yep. Let's just get back.
Alright, good enough for me. We'll start heading back then.
Okay.
Back to Barovia. Because I think we're the only city we've not explored is Barovia, right? Apparently Kresk is dead. Valaki is where we were.
So you set out.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Hold on.
Cross back over the bridge.
Sorry if you made a map for that.
Yep. What is this tower here?
It is a gate.
Is it manned?
Yes.
Huh.
But you both passed right on under it.
And no one bothers us, so
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Have it. On day 2, you complete a long rest.
Ugh.
Only took 25 days.
25 days?
Mm-hmm.
Important to know.
Important to know. I am no longer exhausted. Physically, emotionally, however.
Can't see anything when I'm trying to move it. Alright. So it's day 28. Day 29.
Right, yes.
You would have encountered some wolves.
Yes, okay.
We would have avoided them, probably.
Yeah, I got traumatized by my last pet. After your first dog gets eaten by a hag, you tend not to want a second.
On day 30, you arrive back at the town that you left from originally.
Cool. You should still stay a night here, Ian, because we still have a day at the tavern.
Hey, we kept that room open for you. If you want to rent, you're gonna have to rent.
Fine.
How many rations do we use up?
58. Sorry, no, 56 in total. So you stay there for the night.
Uh-huh.
Alright, then the next day.
I guess we set out for Barovia?
Alright.
Hmm.
We should buy more rations first. We're running low.
Yeah, good idea.
How many would
And
you
also,
like to buy?
let's check the shop, the clothes shopping thing.
Well, we already have outfits now.
Oh yeah, but I'm curious to know what they did about that.
So far, nothing.
Really? Huh.
Do we know? Did you find out how far Barovia is from here?
Did I, James?
Just a couple days.
Couple days.
Alright, I used 2 gold to get 20 more rations.
Alright. Yes!
What?
Finally, a natural one.
What do you mean, finally a natural one? Were you waiting for this?
Yes.
Wait on a
So,
D100? Oh no.
as you're traveling along the road, there is a carriage that passes.
Let's just step back and let them pass.
Yeah, we'll go off to the side.
Alright. The carriage stops.
Ah, fuck.
The carriage driver gestures for you to come over.
I will look to Leah.
I look around confused and wait for him to hopefully ignore us and move on.
They're calling us over.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking around confused as if they're maybe talking to someone else.
They gesture more intensely.
Looks like we might not have a choice.
Yep.
We go over.
Oi, you girl in the ugly dress. You hear a woman's voice.
I wait for her to say anything. It's a cloak, but okay.
That is barely a cloak.
I agree. And they look genuinely depressed.
Where are you two from? You're hearing someone from inside of a cart call out.
What sort of voice?
Woman's voice, young 20s.
I will let Leah say stuff. Because only one of us has a good charisma.
What was the town we were just in called?
Valaki.
Valaki?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've just come from Valaki.
Yes, they have a dreadful tale.
Yeah, and the healer died.
Good reds. Hopefully some new blood will spice things up a bit.
Well, looking
Maybe
at their own clothes again.
Maybe they might be able to make a dress worth a damn.
Yeah, I paid a lot for this. I'm not very happy.
You paid for that?
Unfortunately. I look like a walking towel.
Huh. Anyway, you go off the glasses.
Yes?
How much for that necklace?
I'm sorry, but this is very important to me. It's not for sale.
Everything's for sale. What's the price?
I'm sorry, but I'm not willing to part with it.
I wonder if this is about the ball.
You're not willing to part with it?
Indeed. It was given to me by someone important.
1,000 gold.
Apologies, but no.
5,000 then.
James, I'd like to briefly flash Eldritch Sight.
Leah shakes
Just
her
tell how
head.
much magic is allowed.
the cart itself is enchanted.
Interesting.
What were you saying, Leah?
She shakes her head no.
What, is my money not good for you?
On the contrary, it's very generous of you. However, this necklace is more important to me than any money.
The door to the cart opens.
It's one of Strahd's kids, isn't it?
Hopefully it's just another random noble.
You poor naive bastard.
I said hopefully, I didn't say I think it is.
Out steps this person.
Is she one of Strahd's daughters?
You can see that
Oh,
they've
she's
got
so
cuts.
cool.
They've got cuts all over themselves that appear to be trying to heal, but something is forcing them back open again. And
Yep, this
they
is
appear to
definitely
have some sort of bruise or burn underneath that collar.
one of Strahd's kids. I'm not gonna say that out loud though. I'm just gonna murmur to Leah, "Hey,
What's
maybe
your
we
name?
should sell it."
Is she still talking to me?
Yep.
Leah.
Where
My
are you
name is
two
Leah.
headed?
To the city of Barovia.
No, why on earth would you be headed there?
Where else? I mean, Valaki had had nowhere to buy clothes.
That tailor should not have made it in white then. You two conduct yourself with awful confidence for being in front of a noble.
Volpus tries very hard not to wince, but they will
Merely
also
attempting
not
to
just
be
simply
respectful,
ignore,
ma'am.
and they nod.
So you will not sell me the necklace.
I'm sorry. I cannot.
Hey, James, didn't Vecna tell us that she was the most likely to rebel against her father? If this is who I think it is? Which it might not be, but the daughter, right? Wait, was it more than one daughter? I don't remember. Shit. Through history? I remember there was a son.
She fails. Damn.
Do I have to hold real history?
There's
She
an
was rolling
entitled
history to
daughter.
recognize Leah. But they failed.
Recognize? Wait, have they seen me before?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, this could have gone real bad real fast.
I don't recognize them, do I?
Nope.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, they have an entitled daughter.
Yeah, I wasn't
Prince,
entitled to it. I remember that.
Prince, and Unknown.
Okay, so only 3. Okay, so I didn't forget. So if this is who I think it is, which it might not be, then she was the one that vecna said was the most likely to rebel. But again, this could be just some random fucking noble. So like, I might just be spouting shit, and we just, hey, you want to rebel? We might get just fucking killed. So let's not do that. Imagine you just try to buy a random necklace and just, hey, you want to rebel?
She
I am
walks back
checking
over to
real
the
quick
cart
to
and
see.
goes and sits inside. Come, you two.
I look to Leah.
Uh,
Do not make me ask again.
all right, I'll go in.
Yep, I will follow.
Okay. You sit inside a quite lavish cart that is slightly bigger on the inside.
Vulpus looks very nervous to be there.
Yeah, Leah's not looking comfortable either.
The door shuts on its own after you both enter. So
This
what
is
sort of
Leah.
state was the town in after?
Sorry, what? Can you say
Well,
that
you
again?
said you're from Valkyrie.
Yeah, we can repeat what she said.
What sort of state was the town in after?
I'm a bit horrified. I mean, people saw when we weren't to walk inside, the man had hung himself. It was all people could talk about in the tavern afterwards.
Pity.
Pity?
Before this, he had been my go-to tailor.
I suppose something must have happened.
I had to travel all that extra distance to get the dress I wanted.
Perhaps it is still in the shop?
Unfortunately not.
Hmm. Well, I do not know of any clerics, so I don't think resurrection is possible.
Right. And how do you know about resurrection magic?
No, there was a faux pas, wasn't it?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
This was I'm talking, it wasn't matter. This was a faux pas, wasn't it? Messed up and I didn't know. Leah will jump in, or should I?
They've always been very curious, getting a hold of whatever information any travelers had.
That's dangerous information to possess.
I try to keep my mouth shut. I just sometimes lose my mouth myself.
Tell me, what other information do you possess?
Do they seem genuinely interested, or like trying to scout if I'm dangerous?
Genuinely interested.
Hmm. They seem thoughtful for a moment, as if they're pondering what exactly she might be interested in hearing about. Also, Meta, sorry, Leah, did not expect that to go this way.
All good? That's a fair enough blunder.
Well,
Do begin. We do not have all day.
I know, I'm just thinking. What exactly are you interested in hearing? I know all sorts of things, but most are minor. I ask a lot about many things.
Tell me all.
They exchange a look with Leah.
Leah gives a very subtle, be careful with your words, but you gotta tell him something.
Well, I hear. They pause, as if pondering the words. It's been a while, but I remember a man once told me that there were spirits that reported to the Lord.
Keep talking. Make me a Christmas saving throw.
What is this against? James, what is this against?
Some sort of charm effect.
I see. Can I tell him about to be charmed?
No.
Because I can use the chronarge, I think, to succeed.
You can use that to succeed if you'd like to.
No. I guess I will. Why should I? Yeah, James, I'm gonna succeed in that by gaining a level of exhaustion. Actually, should I?
Should you?
Can I have a moment to think about that? Because if I do, then they're gonna know we resisted their charms, and this might take a fight. But if I don't, I'm charmed. How does charm work?
Well, what they're trying to make you do is speak constantly for the next 5 minutes.
But do I have to speak everything, or just what I would normally tell her?
You, as a player, cannot stop speaking in character for 5 minutes.
Wait, but I can control what I say. I just cannot stop talking.
Yep.
Fuck it, I'll fail. But can I stop talking in meta if I
Nope.
just need to breathe?
You can take a breather, but if you stop for more than a second,
What happens?
you will gain a level of
Oh.
exhaustion.
Okay, so I know a lot about
Starting now.
So I know a lot about a lot of things. I've always been very curious, even though people usually tell me that's gonna, land me in very unfortunate situations. I mean, there was this one person they kept telling me the curiosity killed a cat, which was interesting because they were a cat. But I think that's normal because they were worried about me. They're a friend. I kind of missed them, but well, I think they're not gonna be very happy to see me now. I don't really know where they are, but I'm fairly sure I'm gonna die before I see them again, which is really unfortunate because I don't really want to die. But dying is pretty scary. I've come close to it a few times, which is pretty scary as well. But that sort of thing happens around this part. Breather. Okay. Well, anyway, I've always been very curious. I don't really remember my parents, but I've always been with the people, I came to the world with, like her.
And where are you
Indeed,
from?
Out of town.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure of when I was born. It's hard to make sure. I remember very few things. My memories are vague. And also, I'm fairly sure someone has cast me memory spells on me at some point or something, but I'm not very sure. I just notice these blanks sometimes that I try to think of, but I really can't, and it's really
Oh,
weird.
you're aware that
It's-
magic can modify memory.
Well, it's either that or I'm really dumb. Because I like to think I'm not dumb, but I think I'm pretty smart. Not like the smartest, but like pretty smart. But like there's stuff that I should know and I don't. I'm just, well, I should know this because I know it happened, but I can't remember it. It's not like the normal, oh, I forgot. I know there's something there and I don't know what was there. Because like, like a blank, like something, like a blank canvas or something. It's really inconvenient in a weird way, in a weird sauce. So it's sort of
What
like, oh,
sort of
I don't know if
spellcasters
I'm.
have you interacted with?
Well, there was this really, 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 really old guy. I don't, I don't know where he is right now. I kind of hope to meet him again. He seemed really strong. Uh,
What was
he
his
was Vance? No, something like that. He was pretty strong, I think. Though I wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever actually like seen him actually use anything. He just showed me some tricks. He also spoke in a really leery way. It was a kind of like manipulative or something else. A friend of mine told him he was grooming me, which was a kind of uncomfortable. I like not to think about that because I'm not exactly sure he was alive. But I guess what's being alive anyway? Like, well, are we alive? Am I alive? Are you alive? Who knows? Life is a weird. Like, is undeath alive? I don't know. Who cares? But yeah, recently I was in the town of Valaki. They said there was a cleric there, and but then there was a church, and the church isn't active. And I know what happened to the church, by the way. I've always wanted to know that because the place was absolutely fucking ruined. And there was like this. They said that the owner was like down south from Valaki, but like braver. But like, I really don't know if I should just walk up to a noble and hey, can I walk into that weird old church? I'm just no real reason. I'm just curious about it. That doesn't sound like it's gonna go well. I also went to the
My
Amber Temple
father
recently.
destroyed that church when he got the first opportunity to.
Why? What was there? Was there a reason? Did they just not like churches? Is that? I mean, that's valid. I mean, churches are weird. Cool, religious people, but it would just look completely ruined. I couldn't even tell what it was dedicated to, which is weird because usually churches have all these like divine idols and stuff, right? At least that's what I read. But I didn't really see anything that would tell me like, oh, hey, people here worship X or Y. There just kind of wasn't anything, and the door was boarded shut, which was something
Well,
like
you
someone.
can't worship something that you don't know about.
Well, yeah, but Oh, so you're telling me that it was, I get it. So it's like bad deity and the Lord of the Land just walk in like, hey, I don't want people worshiping this, so I'm just gonna blow this place up. That makes sense. I think that's logical. It's a shame though. The building looked pretty in a weird sort of way, though. I guess it might not have to look as pretty as I imagine it would look like when it wasn't super ruined. I wonder if it has anything to do with the haunted house. You know the haunted house, by the way. There's haunted house in the town. They tell me they keep trying to fix it and they never really got to fix it, which is something I guess I don't really know if that's how haunted houses usually work. Is that maybe it's a ghost or a curse or like I don't know, maybe just some random kids playing a really long prank? Who knows? I think I'd be interested in taking a look, but I wasn't kind of in a hurry because I wanted to buy something
What's
that
your
doesn't
name?
look like absolute trash. My name?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Voltas. Well, I'm not really, but that's a name that I got
Do
in
go
for
on.
someone else. Anyway, there's supposed the haunted house. You know what about haunted house? Yeah, I'm sorry, I've told this again. I'm just kind of distracted. But yes, there's a haunted house down there, and I've always kind of wanted to go there. But you know why it's haunted? What's haunting it? Is it ghost? Is it spirit? Whatever. I was curious about that. Also, why is
What?
the Amber Temple so
Tell
big?
me more
There's a
about
haunt.
who you are. What do you mean
Well,
you're not really Volpet? How
well,
can
there
you
was.
not really be who you are?
Well, I'm just a copy, I guess. Not really me. Not
What do you
really
mean a
anyone.
copy?
I don't really know how to explain it. Just that's
The
what people
effect
tell
ends
me. And
as you spoke non-stop for basically an hour.
so, what do you think? Did I do well?
Unfortunately. They turn their expression to Leah. Your turn to talk. Make
By the
a
way,
charisma
James.
saving throw.
Before
What,
that,
you're a
I
sorcerer?
think James. I don't think Vulpes would have stopped talking immediately. That would. So they probably spend for 30 more seconds talking about how people tell them they're not really themselves and they don't really know what to do about that, which makes them kind of depressed. And then they stop.
I'm not really one for words.
Roll again.
I think I stole all her words when we were babies.
Oh, thank God, that's an actual failure. You need...
I would like to re-roll that.
Okay. What are you using to reroll?
Sorry?
What are you using to reroll?
Can I use sorcery points, or does it have to be inspirations?
Has to be an inspiration for this.
Okay. I
Okay,
will
so
do
for
that,
25, you succeed.
because talking that much in real life is actually a nightmare for me.
Haha! You fool! I had to hold myself not to not to talk faster. And now I'm gonna have to regulate my speech speed again. Hold on.
How did you resist?
Yeah, this is
Resist?
what I was avoiding.
I'm going to try and look confused. I'm sorry, what?
How did you resist?
Resist what, my lady?
My charm. You
A
should have found
charm?
yourself unable to stop speaking.
Wait a sec. Just a quick
Upon
question to see if I can
saying,
save myself an inspiration. Are elves immune to being charmed? Is that something I get as a half-elf?
I don't know if half elves get it.
Because I feel like I remember that, but it may be for something else.
Where are you from?
Advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
People like you should not be just showing up anymore.
I had advantage, so I didn't have
You
to
didn't need
spend
the
that.
inspiration for that.
Heck yeah!
people like us.
Memory. What do you mean? If you
People from
pardon my
beyond the
asking.
borders. Another theme and 2 questions for Fox.
I'd like
From
to
the
thank
patron god Shade.
I'd like to thank the patron god, our sponsor for this video. Raid Shadow Legends.
At this point, there is going to be a patron somewhere in the world just called Shade.
Oh man,
Okay.
I'm gonna replay this. Oh, I cannot give you inspiration. You're in my group. Fuck.
You're from beyond the borders, aren't you? Don't worry, he'll be our little secret. Tell me of your
Insight
life
check.
out there. Roll insight. They seem somewhat genuine.
Alright.
I mean, currently they're fully ready to tear your throat out, but
Well, yeah, that's given.
But they won't tell if that anyone ever. Okay.
I look at Volpez and kind of nod a little, kind of signaling that they're temporarily,
You want me to
plausibly,
take charge again?
truthful. No, I can.
Okay. They sigh in relief. All right.
you
We
can see
are.
that the wounds on her body have actually started to bleed slightly.
Oh, you need help?
Yes. But I doubt it's anything either of you can help me with.
Mm. They genuinely pout.
They place their finger on almost a neck of ice, and you can see that when she takes her finger away, the skin on her fingertip has boiled away slightly.
Oh no! What? That's horrible.
My father designed this. Stops my body from regenerating.
Why would he do
Why?
such a thing?
I never could understand that myself.
That's so cruel.
I agree. So did my siblings.
You're his daughter. Why?
If you think this is cruel, you should see what he does to the people who isn't his daughter.
This
Hmm.
may just be presumptuous of me, but are you the daughter of Strahd?
No, that is rare. I don't often hear people call him Strahd without his formal title. But yes, he is my father.
And he did this to
I
you?
see.
Indeed.
James, can I roll an Arcana to tell what I know about what I can tell about this device?
It would actually be divine.
Why is divine as dexterity here?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I
Divine is set as dexterity.
Let me see if
Oh
I can
yeah, I can
fix it.
change. I can change it. I can change it. It just click and just
can I
click on the
see
thingy.
too? I wanna see if I can do anything about this. Oh,
Oh,
yo.
All right.
So, do I happen to get it?
Volpus
it's
actually
a
has no idea for once, and Leah does. We're living in some sort of backwards world. Okay, so
We are in Barovia.
this is some sort of magical device that's made up of two magical items. Some sort of holy silver necklace that is acting as a brace that holds it in place, but it is unable to be augmented by some sort of secondary magical item, that gemstone. It's
A
emitting
gemstone.
quite powerful magic.
James Elder Sight. What sort of magic?
Lesser artifact level.
Wow.
Can I tell how powerful a level of magic this may be?
Oh, it's channeling an artifact.
It's difficult to quantify, even with the crit.
Ooh, dang. Okay, this would be hard, but I may or may not have to spell magic now.
Well, I suppose she already knows we're from outside.
Yeah,
You want what? 10th level dispel magic?
I don't have 10th level.
Maybe make the
Highest
offer
I can
first.
9. Yeah. I That is some powerful magic. I have something that might work, but this may be above even what I can do.
I doubt there's anything you can do.
Well, you were correct in your assumption that we are not exactly from around here. I'm going to kind of snake my tail out and make it visible again. And my wings also. They're still folded, obviously, because we're in the carriage. I don't want to fill up the whole thing, but they're visible now.
What of your tail?
Just showing that we're a little bit different.
Oh, well, Oh, you stopped hiding it. Okay. I
I
could see
see.
that the entire time.
It makes sense why you were interested then.
Not
Oh
every
my
day you
god.
see people with wings.
Apologies. I should have assumed that you would be powerful.
Voltus pulls down their hood, I suppose. Fox ears. Yay.
Why do you have two sets of ears?
Do you want the honest response to that?
Yes.
Aesthetic preference.
You can see that she's got an old battered book tied to her belt.
I will look at it for a second and look away because I don't want to be like offensive or something.
The title of the book has been worn away.
It is a very old tome.
Indeed it is.
They look wistfully at their own quote-unquote spellbook.
I will show you this book if you tell me of your lives. I want to hear every detail.
You won't harm us?
Not unless you attempt to harm me.
Or, like, roofie us and hand us over to other people?
I don't believe there would be anything in it for me.
No, just, we ran into an old friend recently and she tried to knock us out with something in our food.
Who?
And, I'm just kind of paranoid now because recently I had a really, really bad experience where people did, and they looked down and
Who did
shame.
you run into?
I looked to Aaliyah.
You know, you both should really be looking to me for permission to tell me things.
It's not my story to tell. If it was, I would have told you already.
I don't believe that for a second. Now, one of you had better start talking.
I had already started, but now I don't feel like it, Meta.
God, can you believe it? It's almost like people don't want to talk to you if you want to bully them into it. Meta.
Mm.
Maybe
A
that's why
hag
she's
by
known
the
as the
name of
entitled one.
I don't know, to be fair, even if she's the entitled one, she's been nicer to us than many people.
Yeah. A hag by the name of Baba Lasaga.
One of Father's hags.
Indeed.
Did always like those druids.
What she said?
He did always like those druids.
Mm. For something so contrary to him?
Their magic can be quite useful.
I
You know,
see.
he had them set up to exchange any magically conjured food at one point. Tried to conjure a piece of bread, you'd get a piece of bloody flesh.
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, I didn't know the story, but... Bleh.
And that was simply because a group of adventurers that he was playing with at that point in time kept avoiding the towns.
Does he generally do that? Play with adventurers?
Oh yes, he brings them in all the time. Someone will
Why?
catch his eye, and then he will invite them in, play with them for a few weeks, and then kill them.
Always?
Leah has like a light bulb moment.
Always.
Realizing we've escaped some.
Well, not just us.
Yep.
In the past.
Yep.
I see.
I'm
It's one of
still
the few times I get to leave Barovia.
You don't have permission to leave normally?
My father and the hags, they're the only ones capable of creating exits.
Look through Leah.
What are you looking at me for? I don't pick up on it.
It's almost like we had not saying this, but it's almost like we had a way to get out, and we killed them.
It's almost like we would have had to kill someone a lot more powerful to get that way to get out.
Oh no, I agree. I'm just saying. This doesn't bode well. I was hoping there was a conveniently labeled exit somewhere.
Hmm.
Now I want to hear about your lives.
Okay.
Do you like hearing of the outside world?
Yeah, I do miss it. Well, kinda. The last few days before were horrible.
Yes, we'll start talking. Make me a saving throw, Volpus.
Like, they look to Leah like, who starts? Saving throw, still?
Yep,
Please, what's the DC for this?
24.
Okay, do I succeed on this just so I can have Leah talk for 5 minutes instead?
It's a charisma saving throw, they're a sorcerer.
Alright, let me.
They literally need
Leah,
like a 3.
Volpes was looking at you to ask who was gonna talk first before she had the thing. What do you think? Who speaks?
Okay,
Is
odds
this
or even.
before the
Which one of you wants to be odd? Which one of you wants to be even?
I
Odds.
don't want to be at
Yes.
all.
I want to be odds.
Sure, I'll be even. Dang it.
Charisma save.
Okay.
Please fail.
No!
Destiny.
I am definitely burning an inspiration to make that than that one.
And I am burning an inspiration to cancel that out.
No, you're not, because I'm burning. Okay. Oh god, do I cancel Rail? It'll be so funny.
I will give you an
Do not
inspiration
make
if you
me
cancel her.
Do
Deal.
not make me tough.
Okay. Rail.
And Rail dies of exhaustion.
Leah. Start speaking. If you stop for more than 5 seconds, you gain a level of exhaustion. Starting now.
Well, I have been around for quite a while. A lot longer than it looks. Well, kind of. Again, similar to Volpez, another version of me has been around for quite a while.
What do you mean by
I
another
was
version?
Well, I used to be a simulacrum. but that was changed by someone very powerful. And I've been living as this for not very long now, honestly. I've spent longer in Barovia as my own person than I had in back where we came from. It's been very difficult trying to figure out what I'm doing, what I'm going to be, but I've been doing my best.
Why are you both?
We're here to acquire something for someone.
Wow. Faster, faster, faster,
Magic.
faster.
Some magic. They're looking for some magic that they lost a long time ago. So we're doing our best to acquire it without harming anyone and also without being harmed
Dying.
ourselves. So we've been exploring, trying to learn more about this land, figure out
And
what
you're
we should do.
staying vague. I do
guess
want
we should.
specific.
Well, we're dealing with very powerful people, you yourself included, and I would prefer not to offend, but also not to encourage offenses upon us.
I see.
I don't know if your favor will align with our goal or not.
Tell
And
me of the
so I
person that
must
you came
do my
from.
best.
Who made you?
The person I came from, the person who made me, or the person who turned me into what I am now.
Who made
They're all
you?
different. Her husband, Archie. I was made
And what
as
of
a help
her?
to her.
Who was she?
A celestial of the celestial city. She came here long ago. Though not long compared to other forms of life here.
Keep
I
talking.
was born not too long ago, even as a simulacrum, and have been doing my best to assist her since then.
What makes her so important?
She helps others. She's also a noble of a town. And so I did my best to assist with more menial tasks, leaving her to
Well,
the more
nobles
important
aren't anything
ones.
special.
Sorry?
Nobles aren't anything special.
Okay, I like this person a lot.
Indeed. She simply did her best to help others, to take care of the people under her, and to
Not quite what
rise
I
them to
meant,
her
but
level.
okay. And you both are like this? Both were
My
created from originals?
yes, it's my case is a bit complicated.
Is this common where you
But
come from?
no,
No,
and there's
not at all.
more of me.
More of you?
Yep.
Like an infestation?
No,
Interesting.
we're a family. Well, we think of ourselves as a family anyway. Clan, I
Leah
suppose.
kind of flinches at the infestation. She tries not to show anything on her face about it, though.
Is Lee done talking?
I don't know, I was interrupted by her, so I assume that that puts a pause on it, so that you can talk instead.
Oh no. Wait, am I supposed to talk now, or is it she still her turn?
Still her.
Oh, good. Have fun.
Alright,
And
and what is your
so,
goal here?
as
Get
I
this
mentioned, to
magic and then what?
I'll hopefully return it to its previous owner and return ourselves to our home. We're going
I'm
to do
probably
our
gonna die
best to
before
get
then.
there. We're not entirely sure of our way back yet, but we've been told that there may be one, and so we will attempt to achieve it.
I see.
I suppose the same magic that put us here is able to put us down.
Again, our intention is not to disrupt things if we can avoid it. So we've been being as low to the ground and lack of troubling others as possible. Trying to respect the laws and way of this land, while also making way towards our goal. Is my time up yet?
20 seconds.
Come on, let's stretch.
If our goals do happen to align with something that you're interested in, then I'm sure we would greatly appreciate your help or information. But if not, then I would prefer to not bring you into the mix to avoid any problems even for you. As
I doubt if there's
we
any
are
problems that you could cause me at this stage. She smirked.
Is it
I
because of the
glance at
necklace?
the collar. Indeed, but still I would not want to risk it. Since we are strangers here and apparently not supposed to be here, I wouldn't risk your father finding out that you had assisted us or even allowed us
Is everything okay?
presence here.
Oh, yes.
Why are you
Just
laughing?
something that I know about and you don't. Do go on.
He is already aware, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that would seem so.
I doubt my father's aware of much these days.
Is he dead?
If only.
What happened? Can you tell us?
Is it over yet?
Should be, I think.
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm not going to speak for the rest of the day. Goodbye.
No, come on.
30 years ago, my father. He put this on me. She gestures to the necklace.
I see.
It was the breaking point for my siblings and I.
What happened then?
We had an opportunity, and we acted on it. Trapping him in his coffin. He is unable to leave, unable to awaken. But it cost us 2 of our 5.
And I suppose if someone were to destroy the coffin, he would return.
He is contained within.
Fucking
I'm
hag.
sorry for your loss.
A small sacrifice for a greater victory.
I
I just
look
wish he
to
left instructions for how to get this thing off.
I look to Lee as if asking permission to say something.
She nods.
Yeah, so this might come out of nowhere. But remember the hag?
Yes.
Yeah, she kind of wanted us to destroy that coffin. Not that we want to, but you know, something to look out for.
Good thing that hag is dead then.
Well, I suppose if there's no risk of your father being alerted by an attempt to destroy the collar, would you like me to give it a try?
Have at it. She was about to make a quip, but then she realized that this is an actual opportunity to get rid of it. So she's trying to be polite.
Yep, I'm gonna try as well.
All right,
Would you like it done in the carriage, or shall we step out?
we can step out. She opens the door.
Right.
The carriage stops, and she steps out.
I'll follow.
All right, go ahead.
Again, I'm not sure if this will work, but I figure it must at least be worth a try.
Now, it's worth saying, if you try any funny business,
Of
I
course.
will tear your throat out and feed it to you. As she gestures to Volpes.
Please don't. I really don't have that much left to live anyway. Please don't.
Alright, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the
All right,
artifact.
roll an ability check.
What's DC?
Currently calculating that now.
What is it? Do I just click
Charisma check.
Charisma check.
Alright. I would like to use Sorcerer's Reroll to try and get a higher result.
So DC is 50?
Actually. Well,
40. I added the thing twice.
40. Can you get a 40 rail?
no.
I can, but should I? Because I'd have to theme.
Um, one sec, just checking something. Which is the one? You must use the new roll. Okay. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna re-roll that because I can't breach the DC.
Wait, if you
Alright.
nat 20'd, what's your modifier?
10.
Modifier is 10. So we would 40, exactly. You could theme as well. You want to, or should I?
I thought crits were just +5.
Nope.
Plus 10.
It's plus 10.
Oh,
If you theme, you can get it out. So can I.
okay, well the thing is, now I'm wondering, does it make sense to do this? Because Strahd's already gone. I mean, I guess we could just ask for the spellbook.
Yep. Also, this is kind of meta. I think Volpes might if you don't. Regardless of whatever, because she's colored like a dog,
Yeah.
and that's fucked up.
I just really hope she doesn't kill us. Yeah, I'm going to use a theme to release her.
Okay.
Can I help? With help action? Not that it matters, but it will be thematically important for Volpes, I suppose.
Alright.
Thank you. I will help.
Roll a charisma check, Rail. I just need to see if you double nat 20. Would you like to lucky? Or sorcerer's
I'll use a
reroll?
sorcery point. Let's see. Nope.
Worth a shot. Okay.
Fair enough.
So, you critically succeed. The necklace flickers as it's dispelled for the round, and you can see a wound quickly closing.
Can we remove it in this turn?
How'd you like to go about removing?
Is there a latch or something?
Yep, it is currently locked.
Right, can I disintegrate now that while it is dispelled?
Cast Disintegrate.
Wait, can I target the item and not her? No, disintegrate only doesn't target, it doesn't affect magic items. James, do I know of a spell that fucks with magic items?
Disjunction, but you do not currently have that spell.
Do I know of a spell that will destroy a dispelled magic item?
I don't think so.
Can I use this?
Fuck, that key unlocks any door, doesn't it?
Yep,
Which means any lock.
yep.
Okay, you use it, the key is destroyed,
Does this
and
fall
then
off?
Once
it falls to the ground.
Yes!
once per day.
Oh, it's once per.
Yeah.
Since Vulpes was helping, they cheer loudly. We did it, fuck yeah. Hey, Leah, do you want a high five?
Sure, we'll high five.
Yeah!
She looks a little astonished.
I grin at her and at Leah.
She runs her finger along where one of the wounds used to be. I had that for 15 years.
We did it!
Are you feeling alright?
I'm feeling fantastic.
We did it! Yes!
Insight. I want to see if she's planning to immediately jump us.
That does not appear to be her current intention.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god. Right. We did. So, Leah, we did a good deed.
I hope so.
Listen, whatever comes of this, we help someone's life become slightly less shitty, even if it's a vampire lady, daughter of Strahd.
Indeed.
I think we can be proud of that.
I'm gonna go over and will she allow me to pick up the collar?
She
If I
just looks
start
at it
to-
hesitantly.
I'm going to pick it up and close it so that it can't be used again.
Alright. Do me a favor and put that in the cart.
Yep.
I will do so.
Oh my god, it's off. Yes. So, how you feel?
I feel fantastic. She licks
Must
her
feel good.
teeth. It is time for a feast.
Must feel good to not have that around.
You have no idea. Come,
Oh,
we
Leah.
have much traveling to do.
Okay. Where are we going?
To the castle, of course. You
Oh?
two are invited guests to the ball.
Well, they look down at the rags they're wearing.
Do you have other clothes, or must we make a stop?
I do have other clothes.
And I as well.
I'm just
Very
not sure
well.
they're appropriate.
If anyone comments on your clothes while we are there, let me know. I shall see to it that they will never comment again.
Thank you!
Thank you, but I don't believe that's necessary.
Sure it isn't.
Comments like that can't hurt me.
They sure as hell can hurt me. I just got this, Ken.
She goes over to the cart and gets in.
I look to Leah, exchanging a briefly worried glance.
You
Hope we
go
did it
and
right.
get in.
Yep.
Oh, we definitely didn't. This was terrible. This was a so stupid idea. I can't believe I did this.
Actually, I think, you know what, like, was it a bad idea? Sure, but I think she's gonna be nice to us for now.
Yeah, to us, but what about to everyone else? All the people she's about to feast on.
Think about who you're talking to for a second.
Right.
My powers are foresight, are not my most praised trait. Right, let's get in. Whatever happens.
Alright. So, the cart picks up at a much faster pace.
Alright.
She's going to talk to you and she wants to hear about your life story.
Okay. Will she tell us some about hers?
She mostly wants to hear about the outside world. She knows her stuff. She doesn't really want to talk.
Okay, I'll tell her as much as I can about the outside world. The nations, the cultures, all that stuff. Is that what she wants to hear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'll help
I'll
here
be-
and there,
I'll-
but keeping out any vital details.
I'm not really
that
telling
could
the
get us in
story. I'm just
trouble.
telling like about all the places I've seen in the world, the cities, the cultures, the cool
Indeed.
festivals, the bad, all the thing Vulpes would think should be written in a travel journal. You know.
I completely leave out the existence of Lorenz. And
I
I
just make
hope
a
Vulpes
brief
will do
mention
the
of a
same.
place I hate, of a place I really dislike. Uriel, by the way, I really hate your place.
No, why would you do that?
Just, there's this one city I don't like, but let's not talk about it. It's place, boring place. Moving on. I do not have I do not have the foresight to not talk about it. And is there some way we can change in the carriage?
There will be an opportunity to change up ahead. As
Okay.
you pull into the west gates of Barovia, she stops the cart and gestures to one of the guard quarters for you to change.
All right. I guess we'll go change.
Yep.
Alright, when you arrive back, you can see that she has changed. There is a slight blood stain on her dress.
I do not.
Leah, you have the ability to remove it.
I do.
Then please do so.
Prestidigitation.
Yep. Same.
Okay, so you both wave your hands and it vanishes. And now that Taylor died for nothing.
Well, we're gonna get our book. really can't deal with a whole lot.
So the tome, the little book that she's been carrying around, it's a children's fairy tale book.
All right.
It's a story about a little girl who was kidnapped by a demon.
Oh. Does it say her name?
No,
Does it say what demon it was?
no, it's very vague. It doesn't say what the demon was, it just says demon.
Right.
And
Anything
then a
about
group
your
of
parents?
adventurers came and saved them.
Cool. Good news.
We've been here for hundreds of years.
God, I hope so. Can you
Oh,
imagine we just, can you imagine we just get out and there's no more issues?
that book is not about Linnell.
It would be incredible if it was.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was.
Can you imagine how cool that would be?
Unfortunately, she's been reading the same book for 800 years.
Oh, that's
She-
terrible. That's a fate worse than death.
It's her favorite book.
Yeah, but hundreds
She
of years.
wanted adventurers to come and save her.
Yep.
And here we are!
Yep, we've saved her once, we can save her again. She's gonna join our party.
Alright. Do you sleep in
Girls'
the
night
carriage?
in Barovia!
Yeah, I guess we do.
Alright.
Guess we do. Okay, we should take turns though.
Wherever she tells us to, I guess.
Well, this isn't exactly how I expected you to get to the castle.
But we
So-
got there.
You are woken up as you arrive, passing through the gate.
Cool. Cool. Mm,
Okay.
Sure, got to it. Right.
So,
So,
the cart stops just over the gate.
okay.
You can see this gigantic castle in front of you.
How tall?
Sorry, just restarting Foundry so that I can actually see the information on
Oh, did yours freeze too?
it. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Entire computer had a little freak out for a second.
So, you know how big Castle Ravenloft is, right?
In Strahd, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so it's
I
that
made
big.
a map with all of them, and then you can travel between room to room and floor to floor.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
And it's all overlaid, so you switch
That is-
seamlessly.
Yep, that's awesome. Let me check it. Let me guess, it's not working, is it?
It's working.
Oh, cool.
My
Where's
vision
the
was
button?
all black.
Yep, I just haven't given you guys vision access.
Okie dokie.
I'm just going to have to quickly restart my computer.